All right, guys, so why don't we try this problem here where the goal is to perform the indicated operation, that case being division. So we don't want to divide fractions, we prefer to multiply them. So keep the first one the same, then go from division to multiplication, and then reciprocate this rational expression. And now that we've done that, you want to look at the four corner pockets individually and decide what you can do to each of them. For instance, this is the difference of squares. So this can break up into two parentheses. And one of them would be w plus 7, and the other would be w minus 7. Here, this has a GCF of 5. So you can take out a 5 to the front, and then in the parentheses, you'd have like w plus 8. Here, this trinomial breaks up into two parentheses. And if you look at the numbers, one of them would say w plus 8, and one would say w plus 1. So let's make those three changes so far. Now this piece here, this 7 minus w, this just looks weird. We're accustomed to seeing the variable first. I really wish that it was like w minus 7. But you can't just magically reverse the order and get away with it because it's subtraction. If this was addition, yeah, you could switch the order all day. But since it's subtraction, you cannot. But remember that one thing we discussed where a couple weeks ago, where if you want to reverse the order of a subtraction, you can, but you'd have to put a -1 on the outside like this. So I reversed the order, but to be fair, you have to put a -1 because if you distribute the -1 inside, you get back the previous statement. So go from division to multiplication, factorize the four individual pockets as much as you can, and then just compare and contrast and see what goes away. For instance, w plus 8 knocks out w plus 8. W minus 7 knocks out w minus 7, which is why it was worth our time to take this into reverse the order. Now, what exactly is left? We have this and this upstairs, and then we have a -1 times 5 in the bottom. And so this here constitutes the final result. So the goal was to divide. We did. We're done.